Hey, welcome to Neversink Farm. We're in one of the hoop houses, and I want to show you the Iconoclast. How do you use it? Well, there are a lot of uses for it, but I think it's just start with what it's not used for. It's just not a tiller. It's not going to till your soil. It's right. If you just covered this with plastic, let's say, and it's a brand new field, it's not going to till it. It can't invert soil, your garden beds. It can't break a hard garden bed that hasn't been treated with compost over a few years. It's just not going to do any of that. So it's not for primary tillage in any way. What it's going to do is it's going to work within like the top inch and a half of your bed. So it's really good for evening out compost. So we just put compost down on these on top of the bed. So we're just smoothing out the compost without even touching the initial bed that's underneath. It's just the compost we're touching. If you can see, we added some fertilizer underneath the compost. And so it's helping just mix that out and just make it nice and even, because you want your fertilizer to be even. You want your compost to be even, so your vegetables grow even. It also can help work in some small leftover vegetable matter. So when we turn over like arugula, we cover it with plastic instead of pulling it out. And we just let it rot under the plastic. And when it's dead, we just go back, cover it with compost, and then use the Iconoclast to work in vegetable matter into the compost, and it will just break down and be gone. If you put fertilizer on top of the bed, or let's say your pH is off and you're putting calcium down, then this will help even out the calcium and work it to, into the top 1 inch of soil. And that will be, that's very effective for helping to get even pH change across your soil. Also, calcium takes very long to get down into the soil. So you're just helping it out so that you can actually start planting in it and get the results of the calcium, okay? But it's in beds that have already been worked. So maybe you started off tilling, or you've been adding compost for a while and it's a lot softer. This is gonna work really, really well. And it's the only tool we use inside of here. So there's never been a tiller inside of here. There's only been one of these. And we don't always use it. We just sometimes turn over and go straight to the next crop, especially if we're not adding much. It just makes life so much easier. At least it did inside, and now we use it all over the farm. So we have a few on the different tool racks as a standard tool. Another great use for it, and I do this a lot, is I'll even smooth the top of the bed just so the gritter makes a beautiful marking in it. That works really nice. So if you're gonna do paper pots and you wanna put your markings in first with the gritter, this makes it so you get a really nice grid mark. Also, if you're gonna go and plant, let's say, lettuce heads, like over here, and your soil's a little hard, then you can go back and forth, soften up the top of the soil, and then you can plant really, really easily. All right, so thanks for watching, and till next time.